Alrighty, we're gonna draft a BBM team today on Underdog, $25 draft, $2.5 million to first. This is me, Pat Moore, and my buddy Kevin. We are here from Fantasy Sharps. We're gonna be coming to you live all season, doing drafts like this in the preseason. We're gonna do some battle royales during the season, and then just some shorts on any latest news, fantasy guys that are injured, hurt, any trades, stuff like that. So definitely make sure to subscribe. And yeah, let's dive into it. So they're only given 20 seconds a pick now. It was 30 seconds, and they had both options, which was pretty cool, but we should be fine with just 20 seconds.
Yeah, we'll make moves. I've done so many of these now. You start to really know the rhythm.
Right. Cutting off the
enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right, where are we gonna go?
It's like depending on what pick we get, that's gonna really dictate our strategy here. I've been very pro wide receiver first round. Obviously, I'm not opposed to taking a running back if it falls to me, but I just kind of like the way my builds have been shaping up when I take a receiver first.
It's funny because those first 5 picks, you generally get you get Bijan, Saquon, and Gibbs. But on the wrap of those 5 too, if you scroll down on that, on the rankings there a little bit, they Chase Brown and there's still some really good guys there when you get, and Ladd's still there. Yeah, Bucky, Chase, Jacobs, Ladd, all those guys are still almost there at the turn if you're early in the round. So it's I feel like it's a better play to kind of get your Jamar and CD in that range than it is to get one of those 3 RBs, because you'll have kind of a I guess that you can luck out and get Ladd on that next one, but if you don't get Ladd, then you're who would be your wide receiver 1? Tyreek, T. Higgins, not terrible, but they're definitely
falling too.
Yeah.
He was above AJ Brown and Bowers. Now he's fallen below them just because the Keenan signing, the Rashawn Slater injury, just a couple.
Yeah, people are saying the Keenan signing is starting to get overblown. He had a top 5 yards per route run from the outside last year. Ladd did, with AJ Brown and all the other top wide receivers in the league. His slot merchant kind of storyline is a little overplayed.
I'm wondering if we are, though, overvaluing Ladd just a little bit in half-point PPR, because it's not like he's a touchdown monster like a Devontae Adams. He's more of a PPR guy a little bit. So I might value him a little bit more on DraftKings than I do on Underdog, but I'm still I still have a good amount.
That's fair. Ladd. I think that's why most people are generally leaning those RBs early, just because it's half-point PPR. They feel a little safer taking them than some of the other guys.
For sure. I'm just going to update my exposures really quickly. So this is the draft assistant through the solver. You can see how many times you've picked a guy. They'll tell you who's the best fit for your team based on rankings. They'll tell you who's correlates well. If you have a Monra, they're gonna want you to take Goff more than they're gonna want you to take Kyler. And then they also give you week 15, 16, and 17 correlations, with 17 being the strongest because that's when all the money's won. So you'll see that throughout this draft. So right now they're saying it's pretty much equal between Malik, Nico, and Amon-Ra. Based on ADPs, I think we just take Malik. You feel all right with it?
Yeah, Malik or Nico is cooler.
I have so much Nico, and I feel like you can get Nico at 11, so I'd rather get some Malik here. I have so much Amon-Ra because ETR has him ranked 8th, and he's going 11.5, so you can kind of get as much Amon-Ra as you want.
Sense. If you think about Houston too, they added 2 rookie wide receivers. I think they'll be pass heavy, but they'll be a little better team. I think maybe that's where you can say some of the efficiency. All right, what are we? We're looking at 19 or 15, 6, 17.
Yeah, we could pull up the draft board.
So who are we looking there? Maybe like London.
Yeah, we'll just see who falls. I mean, it could be based on how things have changed. This used to be like where Lad falls, but now it's going to be more like a Brock or a AJ Brown. We could even reach and take a running back that won't be there at 32, like if you want.
Yeah, go back to
There's
the
a couple
board.
things we could do because Malik's going to very commonly be paired with some of these guys we're about to be looking at. Let me take one more. Okay, actually, we're on the clock. So Derrick Henry falls 14. He falls to 17.
Him or Chase Brown, I'd be cool with.
Chase Brown would be a bit of a reach. I think it's going to be hard to have Malik
And
Derrick Henry combos. So specifically in Best Ball Mania, I think it's a nice pairing because it's going to be hard to have a guy that's ADP 8 and ADP 14 just based on how that gets picked. And then Derrick Henry, I would really hate to take on DraftKings because it's full point PPR. But on Underdog specifically, it's very touchdown dependent. So you want a guy like Henry that can fall in the end zone 14 plus times. And then how we're going to want to shake out the rest of this roster, I think it would be really bad if we took James Conner on this build. So we're going to need some like rookie upside shots because the way we want to build this roster now is Derrick Henry is going to be providing those early week touchdowns, that early week production. And then we want maybe some guys that might not hit the ground running, but when it comes to the later weeks, they're really like ramping up. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So what, we're going to be like 32?
Yeah. Here, let me zoom back in because I was just trying to see the draft board. And you see how there's a 15 next to Chase Brown. That means that one of our opponents plays the Bengals in week 15. So we can look down here. It's the Ravens are playing Baltimore week 15, and that's when the playoffs start. So they're just giving you clues into like how to correlate your lineup for when the money matters.
Gotcha.
And then this little S next to Malik means he's a sophomore. You'll see a little R for rookie next to Hampton. I have a lot of Hampton before he got more expensive. So now I've really chilled out on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're kind of flexible. Like if we went running back, we might have wanted a receiver. If we went receiver, we might have wanted a running back. Now we can kind of just take best available. Could even explore elite tight end. Could even explore elite quarterback, depending.
George has been flying up the board slowly, it feels like. Kittle.
Yeah, just there's so many injuries on the 49ers right now that it just makes sense.
People just think that tier falls off like big time post Kittle. You got the two studs and then Kittle, and then after that it's like Laporta in like the 60s.
I just don't see any reason why George Kittle is going to be that much better than Travis Kelce this year. It's not like Kittle's that young. It's not like the offenses are drastically different in skill. And both teams either have injuries or suspensions where they're going to need that extra target share. Ooh, I wouldn't mind Marv here. That's a nice fall at 32, but I know you hate Marv.
I think I'd rather take Kyron.
He'd be a kind of a tough pick on a Derrick Henry team, though. Not that Kyron's old, but
Marv's got to bounce.
I like Marv because he fell. It's not like we're reaching on him. Devontae Adams has Stafford kind of injured, and then JSN has like the Darnold, whatever. And I feel like a lot of Malik teams are going to be paired up with JSN, where Marv's probably already gone.
Fair. Agreed. So, I feel like Marv and Malik is tough combo.
It's a tough comp. This whole team is going to be like, if you were to run this through the bbmdb.com at the end of the season to see like how common pairings are or how often these players are paired or whatever.
What are you thinking?
I feel like it's like very low.
Yeah. What are you thinking on QB here? I think if Jaden falls, we take him.
If Jaden falls, I'm down for that. I don't want to. Wow, someone took Hurts over Jaden.
They're saying Cook's pretty good value now after he signed his deal.
I've been hammering Cook all preseason just because Chess Liam, that guy that won the BBM2, really loves Cook and just was like, as soon as he signs, he's going to fly upwards. Said the same thing about Dobbins, said the same thing about Keenan Allen. So I have like shares of all those guys pretty cheap. And now I feel like now that everyone's rushing to get them, there's like virtually no difference other than Keenan because he didn't have a team. But
I say we Jaden or Xavier.
well, Jaden at 41, like that's a really nice value.
Yeah.
Unless you think like we just need the receiver power. But yeah, let's just go Jaden because that's your boy.
Yeah. Especially with somebody reaching on Hurts, we're getting him post Hurts at 41. That feels like really solid.
Yeah, I've seen Jaden go early 30s. He's only falling because
Yeah.
of the Terry news. As soon as Terry signs, he's gonna fly back up.
Same. I feel like that's
you could see I already have 11% worthy because I was like hammering him when he was cheaper. And he still hasn't like moved up enough to not still take him here. But he was like more so like 45 through 48 at one point, and I feel like that was really cheap.
Do we punt tight end, or we still try to mix in Kelsey if we see him there? I would love a Travion with Henry. That'd be a nasty combo. I doubt that happens, but
yeah, we're more likely going to get RJ Harvey or Travion's flying upwards. I have a lot of him in like the mid to late 50s. But it's give or take. Like just like you have cheap Travion, you have cheap J.K. Dobbins, but then you have really expensive Jonnu Smith. You have really expensive. What's another example? There's just some guy like it's give and take, but like you can build some super teams by drafting early. One thing you want to try to do is have at least 3 receivers through 6 rounds, 5 through 7. So one of these next 2 picks has to be a receiver. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more on this.
We're smashing Rasheed if he's there.
Smashing Rasheed? I don't know, man. I think he still has room to get cheaper. I haven't been like I was touching him. Like now I'm back to like a decent percent. Like I was maybe a little high at one point. Now I'm like 5% I'm comfortable with. And then as soon as he drops to like the 50s, which you can see he's doing right now.
He just has such big upside. It's just hard to like. I just always struggle to pass him. I always think of Arian Foster back in the day. You might only get 8 games out of him, but he's putting up 20 in every game you get out of him, which is valuable.
I would say he's build dependent. Like if we started this draft, Malik, AJ Brown, Mike Evans, and Xavier Worthy, and then we took like one running back other than that, it's like, all right, like we have plenty of wide receiver power to like make up for Rasheed's absence. Like you don't want to take Rasheed on a team where we're up.
Rasheed or Chuba? Chuba?
I'll go Rasheed here. I haven't seen him this cheap. I haven't seen him this cheap yet.
Same. That's just a nasty 3 right there.
And their bye weeks are all different too, which is nice. I don't know how much you pay attention to that, but
yeah. All right, so now we're gonna take an RB here on the flip.
Not necessarily. Like this is like a hero RB build, and you can technically wait until like round 8, round 9 to start taking your RBs. I mean, if someone falls to us, like we can of course take it, but we're more likely going to want to have 4 to 5 receivers through 7 rounds. Because pretty much anytime you take a receiver or a running back early, a quarterback early, a tight end early, they call that like a detour from taking receivers because receivers are borderline the most important positions because with the running last year was an anomaly with like no running back injuries, but
yeah, they were saying that running back it was key last year to kind of have a balanced build because the RB and the flex was like really big.
If Kamara falls here, I'm on board with it because Devin Neal just got hurt and he's a trade candidate. Like he can just like go to the Cowboys and be so sick.
Olave feels so cheapy too. Come on, Kamara fall.
Kamara might not actually. Yeah, he would have. It would have been annoying having to take him on a Derrick Henry team.
We
To be
go
honest.
Debo.
Yeah, I have so much Debo. 15.
I know he's such good value with Jaden over Terry.
He's the right pick though. Just for they liked him the best. You see how they liked him the best over
Yeah.
Rome. Not because Rome's not higher ranked, but because the teammate correlation.
Yeah, like if our team is going to do good, it's Jaden dependent. Which if Jaden's doing good, then Debo's outperforming, right? It's just like that chain reaction of if we're right.
Yeah, and for a Rashid team, where we really need a receiver
Yeah.
there over
Early. Debo could be nice early, right? He's kind of that vet. Terry might still be contract. He could be the focal point of offenses like first 4 weeks.
Yeah, we probably only need like one more receiver in the next like couple rounds, and that's it. And then we could just take like 2 late. This is probably where we need to start taking some running backs.
Yeah, I like Pollard, Jones, and I think Jordan Mason will probably pop up next. Feels like B-Rob's a fade with Jaden a bit, but
I mean, they were pretty positively correlated last year, and even if they don't score in the same games, they kind of like
bring your
go back and
floor up a
forth.
little
So
bit.
like your team's kind of just like scoring points all the time, assuming the offense is good.
People just think JCM Bill is going to take from B-Rob, and like they say Eckler's actually like a great zero RB kind of placement at your RB2 because nobody's going to like Bill's still not in for the passing work. He's just kind of early down work, which is B-Rob. So
How much Eckler I have?
yeah, the fact he's only 2 spots above JCM is like ridiculous.
I've been taking so much Eckler on my zero builds, but it's probably
you're basically drafting JCM with Eckler and then adding all the passing work on top of that, and that's Eckler. So there's really no reason to take JCM.
Eckler's also a fantasy bull. He was just on the Established the Run podcast. I feel like he like makes it a point to produce because he's probably taken himself on all his own teams as well. Aaron Jones would be a decent value here. I just don't love pairing him with Henry in terms of.
Yeah, but at least there'll be like maybe early, and then we can still kind of pair him with like
a Brayshell Tootin.
Yeah, start mixing in a lot of Tootin.
Okay, they love Aaron Jones.
Yeah, we got correlation with the Giants.
Week 16.
Yeah.
All right, it's the vet room, but you understand how now we can't take an Eckler, we can't take an Algier, we can't take a Justice Hill. A Justice Hill is a nice pick on like a RJ Harvey, Travion Henderson team, but he's not a nice pick on this team because he just doesn't have that upside.
He's the Ravens version of Eckler, plus kind of old. I'd rather take like Keaton with Derrick Henry than Justice, but
Keaton's not a bad late round pick for us because he's got some youth and some upside that we can definitely use. I guess we have Henry, so
yeah. If Henry does fall off, though, he's like kind of a half decent handcuff.
Handcuffing's kind of like bad in best ball, though. Like it depends. I think we have this conversation. It just depends. Like because if Derrick Henry gets hurt and then Keith Mitchell starts killing it, like our team's probably fucked anyway because we spent that early capital on Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
and then there's probably another team that has like AJ Brown and Keaton Mitchell, and they're just going to destroy us. So
true.
It does like the B-Rob correlation. I don't hate it.
What wide receivers are there? Do you think we need another RB?
Oh shit! Sorry, I wasn't even. Shakir, Godwin, Jalen Warren, Darnell Mooney. I think it's B-Rob.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's great.
And I think you even said yourself, I forget if there was an injury or there was some kind of news, and you're like, it actually probably helps B-Rob the most, opposed to like boosting a Jalen Lane or I don't even remember what we were talking about, but no, there's more positive correlation between the quarterback and the running back than people realize. They think it's just they need to catch passes to be correlated, but no, like if the Skins are putting up
40 points
a week, or like let's just say even like 25 plus,
Mm-hmm.
like that's gonna help the run game and the pass game.
Yeah, let's
Like
say
if
they
they're just
score 4
driving down the
touchdowns a
field,
game, 28 points. Not crazy. Three go to Jaden, one goes to B Rob. I mean, that could you could, and if they both have yards, whatever the offense did, they could easily end top 5, 10 at the position with those numbers.
you're basically just betting on an offense when you take the running back and the receiver.
Mm-hmm. Like when the
We're not
Chiefs
taking Ertz now, though. We're
when
not
the
taking him.
Chiefs were like elite, like when Mahomes was just balling, like Pacheco was still just like a stud. He was still like 18 points a game, even though they were like tossing it all the time.
Well, yeah, if they're driving down the field and they're like a pretty balanced offense, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
like. What if they just throw like a 40-yard bomb to Debo? They get on the 1 yard line, and then Brian Robinson punches it in.
That's like
Or
the hard part is like you take I always like taking wide receivers on bad teams because you know they're going to be throwing late in the game, but they also like lack that efficiency early. So like we always talk about like first quarter touchdowns and like first half points are so massive because your ceiling just gets raised from that play early. Like if you put up a 0 first half, it's just hard to put up 30 points, you know. But if you sneak in that first quarter touchdown and you got 50 yards and you're sitting at like 11 points at half, then you could punch 2 in the second half. It's not like crazy.
yeah,
But
like what if Jaden in the first half throws 2 deep bombs to Debo, and then they're just
yeah,
up, and then B Rob runs the clock out the rest of the game.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's kind
and
of
we're
how I've
just
been trying to think. Like who's going to be like elite and like who's going to throw a lot to where like possessions are high and time of possessions like are low. So you just get a lot of opportunities. And for me, that's like I like the Jags to kind of be like that. I like the Texans to be like that.
ooh, our boy Keon's here. I love Keon, man.
Yeah, I like him too.
I
I
mean,
think he has
unless
some
you'd
big
rather
names this
take
year.
like J.K. Dobbins or something, but I don't really. I think that's a
No, let's go
smash pick.
Keon.
It's like past ADP too, and then Shakir's hurt, and he
Yeah.
also doesn't have any bye week overlap with our receivers. All 5 of our receivers right now have different buys, which is beautiful.
Dobbins doesn't really fit our build either. You know,
No,
he's
at
kind
this
of
point, we
old.
really need
We need
high
youth.
ceiling running back picks because all 3 are vets. Even though B Rob's pretty young still,
Mm-hmm.
we need some like unknown high ceiling guys. Um, I like our receiving room. We're obviously strong at quarterback. We don't need to take more than 2 quarterbacks. We'll probably either taking Kyler would be too expensive on a Jaden team. Mahomes is gone. I think they're both gone anyway. Keon we can't stack, so it's gonna have to be like a back stack receiver or a tight end stack. Like if we were to take Tucker Craft, we could take Jordan Love, but Jordan Love just hurt his hand, so I don't know.
Yeah, we're about to be up. What do we think? We do need a tight end still.
Tight end we could wait technically.
Keep punting.
I wouldn't hate Loveland, but if we were to take a receiver here, should we take Burden? Give us like a little upside.
I'd almost rather go
Rashid.
Shaheed just from big games. He can catch 2 bombs.
Yeah. Plus, he also doesn't overlap any buys. So, yeah, Rashid's a nice pick. Good best ball guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. I think all those Saints guys are really cheap. People are saying how Kamara is like way too cheap because they think slow or whatever is just going to throw underneath, which is big for Olave and Kamara. But I kind of worry about Kamara just like
Ooh.
not trying,
Yeah.
like quitting on the team a little bit.
This is actually a really, really nice receiving room for a Rashid team, especially when Rashid fell 10 picks past ADP. That's when I'm willing to take Rashid. I'm not taking Rashid. Some people take Rashid 46 ADP. They'll take him at 46, or they'll take him at 47, 45. Like 56, I'll stomach that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that now. And
Yeah,
then
somebody on X or Twitter was really kind of changed my mind when drafting this because I've always kind of like had my guys, but you really shouldn't look at it like that. You shouldn't like players or hate players. You need to like prices or hate prices, right? Because that's all it is. You're paying a price for a unit of output or production. So you need to get the best ROI. It doesn't matter if you like the guy or not. If you're overpaying, then the production is just going to match what you overpaid at, and you're not going to create an advantage on your opponents.
Exactly. You need to remove your biases and make picks for like strong, theoretically smart reasons, strategically smart reasons.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this guy's good at football. Like, let me just pick him because I think he's going to score a lot of points. But if that doesn't middle with your team and he's just scoring, future wide receiver 4 and he has equal weeks to your top 3, then he's never contributing really. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't help your team out.
Right. Exactly.
All right. So what are we thinking?
Backstack. I know Jordan Love just got hurt, but could potentially backstack him with like.
I kind of like Ferguson with the Jaden Daniels because that's week 17. Did he just get out?
It's a classic mistake, speaking up a player.
Yeah.
And then they just get.
We could go Goddard still. That feels like reaching.
The number one suggestion is your boy King Cooked.
I'd almost rather go Bigsby. But I think we're going to take Tootin. Or do we want to go Toot? Maybe go. It's tough.
King Cooked for revenge season.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's also
he's so cheap.
Chess Liam, that guy I follow who is just really good at best ball in general, says an underrated strategy is pairing teammates without the quarterback, like putting Keon and Kincaid on the same team without Josh. Because like if that offense goes off, you're just going to have that positive correlation boost. So you don't necessarily like you could pair running back and receiver. Like last year, if you just had Jamar Chase and Chase Brown without Burrow, like that's still a combo that's just going to absolutely cook.
Yeah.
So who did we pass on? We passed on Tank Bigsby, and we were going to try to get.
We're going to try to get Tootin.
I like that. Plus Kincaid screwed you so badly last year. I feel like he owes it to us. It's a good hedge for me because I hate the Bills.
They like Goddard too. Wouldn't hate double stacking down on tight end.
I think we need to
get Tootin.
We not necessarily need to get Tootin, but we need to take a running back here because they dry up way. Fuck. Can't be talking about it.
I know. We got Braylon Allen still out there, right?
Yeah, he doesn't go into like 170.
Take Tank.
Well, at this point, Tyjae just had a high ankle sprain. I got all my Dylan Sampson bags in slow drafts. When like that news hit, I was like on the clock in slow drafts, and he was still like going like 190. That's the advantage of slow drafts. Is you could take advantage of news. Like you could just sit on the clock until something happens and it takes. We could either take Goddard or I think Tank is. Like,
we kind of need some RB help.
We need RB, and he's still young. He's like only on his 3rd year, and they can easily trade one of those 3. Like trade ETN to the Cowboys or something. So
yeah. Did you see all that tweet stuff yesterday? Bigsby like tweeted it like something kind of cryptic, and
that's why he fell. We just got him 9 picks past ADP.
He's been falling recently since ETN ran with the ones in that preseason game. But to me, ETN or Tootin's the odd man out because Bigsby has a completely different profile than those two guys. So to me, Bigsby's the safest pick in that backfield by far. And you get him way cheaper than ETN. And Tootin just went ahead of him too. Tootin's starting to creep up. They're basically becoming the same value. So I kind of like Bigsby. If you're going to make that pick, I kind of do like Bigsby.
I agree. That put us into good equity buckets and all these. You see how like we're not behind the bar on any of these. Like if we waited on QB and then we took like 3 right now, we still probably wouldn't hit this bucket. Tight end's the easiest bucket to fill. Gotcha. Damn, Braylon Allen's going 143 now.
Oh, dying.
I got you. That's
Too
the
much
beauty of
coffee.
having two people on here.
Dobbs just got a little injury yesterday, but I've been taking him in a lot of drafts late. He's so cheap, and he's going to potentially be like wide receiver 1 or 2.
I know he hurt his back or some shit. I was taking him a lot. Rashad just got hurt too, hurt his groin.
RB here.
Braylon Allen
RB.
when we're about to get on the clock. We definitely don't need a receiver here. Can't
I think we can reach here. Maybe go like Ertz even.
I'm just gonna click him just in case.
Don't hate. Yeah, I just hate the RBs in this range.
It's a shitty little range. All right,
Yeah, I'm fine
we
with
got the
Ertz,
we got the triple stack with Jaden, I guess. And Kincaid and Ertz have different bye weeks. We probably don't need another tight end. Honestly, we can get away with just those two. At this point, we're probably gonna want
Another RB.
6 running backs, 8 receivers. We need another quarterback too, so we got to figure out some kind of back stack. I guess we could have taken Bryce Young there and then backstacked him with like Thielen, Coker, or one of those guys, like even Jatavian Sanders, but he's gone.
Not a bad idea.
Getting rid of tight end. Okay. Now we might have to do like Tua with Malik Washington or some shit. The fuck, man? It's like you can't. Honestly, we might Jaden should be our scorer every week. That we might just add Tyler Shuck to this team.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy, but like you don't need Shuck to do much more than just have
You can
like
even throw in
5
Daniel.
weeks.
I've been liking Daniel Jones late too because he runs. I know people like don't like him, but he runs and
Well, then we should take like Alec Pierce here or something.
he's basically free. People
We're gonna
think
do that.
Richardson's pretty done.
Do we take
Nope.
Alec Pierce then, or we could take Gino and Dante Thornton? We could take
Go back up a little bit. I didn't hate Najee. He's pretty cheap.
There was good news on him today, actually, but he's a vet. It's kind of it's not the best pick for our
It's all right.
He did have positive news today. I think he practiced or something.
Yeah, and they were saying that they're going to rotate RBs, and if Hampton isn't as advertised, you could walk into something really big there. You know.
No, I need to start getting some Najee at this price.
Because I also think, like last year, he's just going to be Gus Edwards' role, who had plenty, but then Gus just kind of like fell off and wasn't all that good. But I think he's better than Gus. So
Dude, I loved Najee in the preseason before he blew his eye out. Like I was taking so much Najee because I just think like that team's going to be good and they're going to run the ball a lot. And he's at 1,000 yards a season every year and that was on like
could be the goal line back too, right? And touchdowns are a premium and a half. So
what's that happening on Wi-Fi?
yeah, supposedly he's just like running around the field though. Maybe he participated in drills. Okay. Yeah, supposedly he's just like running around the field.
I mean, at that price, like I was getting him at like the 90, 100s early in the preseason. So like now that he's that cheap, I'm cool.
I started mixing him in a little bit. So
look how much Jalen McMillan I have at this price. It's disgusting.
we're 8 away. What do we want to get? Gino if he's there? Knock on wood.
Our running back room's pretty solid now. Our receiving room is pretty solid, but like we could add one more. We need a quarterback, but I wouldn't hate Gino and then add him like Dante.
We could
Thornton or
take
Jack
Dart.
Besh.
We could take Dart
Oh yeah,
with Malik.
could do that.
He looked
Jack
good.
Besh.
He looked really good. And he ran. Like
Yeah, because I guess you don't need Jaden. I mean, you don't need even if we took Josh Allen, and Jaden, only one of those guys are really gonna count for points each week. Like they might flip flop a little bit more, but this team doesn't need a Bo Nix. We might just need a Jackson Dart that can come on late.
Agreed.
So I'm good with Dart or Shuck, unless you wanted to take Gino and then backstack him with like Besh or Dante Thornton, but it doesn't seem entirely necessary.
Yeah. People are punting on Roshan. People think that Manana guy or whatever Mana guy is the 2. Go foot.
I didn't know you had a foot issue.
Me neither. I hate when you do that on this app and then you see like a bad slip. Like I did that yesterday with Dobbs. It was like 2 hours ago. I was like down plays back injury. I'm like, what? I hadn't heard the news and I was just shocked when it like.
We're on the clock though, dude. I don't hate Gino here. I know we were talking about.
Yeah, I like Gino, and then we can get Dante. He'd be a good potential like late.
You could take a third quarterback on a Jaden team if they're this cheap, like a Gino and a Dart. You wouldn't want to do Jaden, Bo Nix, and Jared Goff. That's like just too much draft capital. Like you see how we're still within the bucket. Like if we take Dart, it's not going to shoot us over the bucket. But if we took Jaden, Mahomes, and Kyler, like we'd way too much capital at quarterback. So this is like the one exception in having 3 quarterbacks on a Jaden team. If we do take Dart, is because they're like our last few picks. And they're also less likely to be zeros than if we took like a Manungai. Like someone might take a Manungai here or a JCM, and like those guys might literally be zeros. So it makes it less likely you put up a 0. And we took our second tight end. We have Ertz. Our team's basically good now. They call these like, because we're so balanced looking at our draft capital, they call these last picks we have luxury picks, which could be like a Jackson Dart. It could be like a rookie running back. It could be, we do need another receiver for sure. If not, 8.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate like receiver tight end just to give us a
Jack
little.
Bash would be a nice fall, dude. He was going 140th a month or 2 ago.
Yeah, I haven't taken him at all.
I still like Jack Bash. I think I heard he had like a really, really good Senior Bowl. I know
people think he's just going to be on the field a lot because he does everything. He blocks well, and he could be like that third to Jacoby and Dante. I think Thornton might be gone.
It's a really nice.
Yeah, I think Thornton's probably even started going over him.
He's probably gone, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sick, nice. He falls. Do we have any receivers with a weak 8? Okay, Marvin Harrison, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's a nice fall. All right, now we didn't have to have a naked quarterback, so it's nice. Pretty happy with the squad.
Could even mix in like a Michael Meyer. If Bowers got hurt, he could be like a thud.
Yeah, and you still might just like play more than you'd think. Let's take a look at some running backs though. Like we need some kind of upside shot.
I like
Miles Sanders, 15, 16, and 17, but he's not an upside shot. Taj Brooks correlates with Marvin Harrison week 17.
Don't hate Marshawn Lloyd either. People are saying he's starting to get some pretty good reviews at camp.
He's young. That's what we need. Right now they're recommending Gesicki, Noel, and Darius Slayton. We could do a third tight end, but
it's just where we're weakest.
What week?
Mayer. Nobody's gonna take him too, you know.
What if he could also get traded maybe? How many more picks do we get? We get 2 more picks.
2 or 3, yeah.
Would you? I don't know if we even need an 8th receiver. This is a pretty strong receiving room.
Yeah. Feels like overkill.
Maybe a 6th running back and a 3rd tight end.
That's kind of what I think.
So out of Taj Brooks, Woody Marks, Jarquez Hunter, it has to be a rookie.
I think we go Taj, Marshawn Lloyd, or Woody.
There goes Woody. Yeah, he had a lot of correlation. 15-17 for Taj. Raheem Mostert also correlates with Gino. I feel like he's going to get more work than people realize, but I know he's not a rookie.
I'd go Taj.
Do you have any Week 10 buys on him? No.
He just has the lead upside.
And he also correlates with Marvin Harrison, so. And he can be a 0, and we could still win. Chess Liam didn't win last year, but he got 30th for like 50K, and he had Will Shipley on his team, and Will Shipley gave him like exactly 0 points. So this is, I like that because now like it's someone that can offset Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, B-Rob falling off late if he can.
I mean, all it takes is like Chase Brown who get beat up, and might not even need that if they're going to use 2 RBs. Like if they use him like Moss a little bit, maybe it won't be early, but you could easily see him growing into like a Moss role, or like he looks like a little bit more of a bruiser than Chase, so he profiles different. It's not like it's the same guy.
And it's not like Chase is that durable. He's not like a Derrick Henry type that he could just give you 300 carries in a season and be fine. So yeah, I like it, especially with Zach Moss gone. So now are we set? Let's look at the other tight ends before we, because it's not like we 100% need to correlate.
Yeah. Taking a lot of Otten late. It's kind of like hurt though, but.
Oh, he returned to practice 2 days ago, which is good.
Yeah. He just feels like such good value. He was a stud last year. I know they had tons of peak players, but
there he goes.
Every time.
I like the Michael Meyer call though. I mean, he's projected 55 points, which is actually kind of sneaky.
And he's different, and like I don't think a lot of teams will have him. And if something does happen to Bowers, you're just like you could be on fantasy cold.
That is a leverage spot, and Best Ball Mania is just scrolling to take players that no teams are going to have, because if they do perform, then you just like can separate. I like it. I mean, I think that team was like pretty well balanced, and then we have like some really nice values, like Rashid 10 picks past ADP, Keon 5 picks past ADP, Rashid 6 past. We got Najee 7 past, Tank 9 past ADP, Derrick Henry 3 past ADP, Jaden 3 past ADP, Gino 14 past ADP. I feel like we got so many followers on this team.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like Aaron Jones and Debo were our only reaches.
But for good reason, right? Because Debo is a correlation pick right at ADP. And then Aaron Jones was a week 16 correlation, and he was the best available running back. So it's not like we did anything egregious. So we're done. You want to call it a stream, or you want to do one more? It's up to you.
I think we call it. Just
I agree.
Soon.
Gives us something to do for the next one as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to like the stream if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to catch the next one, and see you in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.